beautiful beings. I've started recording and stopped recording many times now. So Ancients, will you please just record this video for me? I had a very restless night last night. I want to show you what I'm wearing today. I used to wear mostly black for many years. It felt very comforting and very grounding. But through my ascension process, I have shed that and I have started wearing more colors for several years now, and I just love it. My oldest daughter, I call her Dothra, she found these shells on the California coast and made me this necklace. I have one blue crystal earring and one amethyst crystal earring. So I cut my hair a few days ago and I'm trying to grow it long. I have always been trying to grow it long, but I always seem to screw it up when I cut it. Maybe I should have somebody else cut it. So I cut about 4 inches off the bottom, and then I decided I was going to layer it. And this side turned out the layers are very short, like up to here, and this side is still long. And this morning I was just like, Ancients, why do I always mess my hair up? Why can't I just grow it long and that's it? And I wasn't getting an answer. Well, I wasn't hearing the answer for a while because I was just thinking about how annoyed I was and how my mind was already thinking, man, now I can't wait to grow that out. And I've been thinking those thoughts for years and years, thinking about growing my hair out. I realized this morning that that has taken up a lot of space in my mind, thinking about my hair. And finally, I was able to quiet my mind enough, which is just going to presents or thinking about something else. And I heard them say, you keep messing your hair up so you will remember how unimportant it is. And then they showed me scenarios to where specifically when people have cancer and they lose all of their beautiful hair. Yes, so that definitely put it into perspective to me. And we're not Barbie. Hair grows back. So at least I can still put it up, and it's really hot here, so that's awesome. I'll just keep putting it up, and I like it like that actually best anyway. My dreams last night. So I uploaded a live video to Facebook yesterday, and I haven't done that for a really long time not since I was holding satsang in groups at the Imagine Health Center, not since January, last January. And for some reason, it made my mind, doing that live video yesterday, made my mind go absolutely apeshit all night long. That's all my dreams were about, was Facebook. I can't remember specifically what they were, but then I would wake up and that's all my mind was obsessed about it, but nothing specific. And I would ask the ancients, I would turn my attention to presence the best I could. I mean, it was a freaking tsunami last night, all night long. I just felt tortured by it. And I would turn my attention back to presence and I would say, ancients, what is it? Why is it going crazy like this? And I really haven't got a clear answer on it. The best that I can see is anytime I have put myself out there more, it's a feeling of being vulnerable. And even though I want more people to interact with, to hold satsang with, it's still, there's something about putting myself out there that can feel very scary. I didn't feel afraid to do it. It feels very exciting because I've been asking for more ideas of how I can interact with more people. And yesterday, after I worked out, it just spontaneously came up. Make a live video on Facebook about the workout that you just did. It really helps keep me motivated to work out every other day when I'm sharing that on my YouTube channel. And now I will be sharing that on Facebook. And so I kind of fine-tuned it this morning to where when I upload videos to my YouTube channel, I found out that I can also upload them to my Satsang with Mama G page. So I will do that. And maybe I will also go live at times, but I don't know. I don't know what there was about that. They're saying that I just feel, I feel too exposed is the word that's coming in. I'm if that's a fear that I need to overcome, I certainly will. It's kind of, they're saying it's the fear of when it's live, I can't just stop and start re-recording again. That has to be what it is. It's a vulnerability at a whole nother level, they're saying. But see, all of that needs to go anyway, because none of that matters. It doesn't matter what people think of me. It only matters that if somebody is suffering, and in the way suffering, what I mean is they cannot stop thinking, they're tortured by their thoughts on a daily basis, those are the people that my videos are meant for. So any of the other stuff, how people perceive me, or any of the judgments that come up about me, none of that matters, and that needs to shut off anyway. That's a part of the ascension process, is getting to a place where it doesn't matter what people think about me. Yes. So, Ancients, is there anything else this morning?
Incoming call.
I was asked, sorry, baby. I was asked yesterday, how do I know when it's my own mind telling me what I want to hear, or if it's my intuition, if it's from divine sources? Because the serpent mind can definitely mimic. It's the imposter. I like the imposter mind. That came in yesterday. Even instead of the serpent mind, even though it feels very snaky when the mind comes in and tries to act like it's the divine. So I'm going to ask the ancients. Ancients, how do we know the difference between our intuition, divine sources coming in and giving us an answer? How do we know the difference between that and the imposter mind? With practice. They always give the best answers. With practice and and if I do go with the imposter mind, taking it to be my own intuition, I'll basically get my ass kicked going down that road. And what getting my ass kicked looks like is, here's an example. Through this whole twin flame lesson that I've been through the last, well, basically 7.5 years, but specifically since our separation 6 years ago, anytime that I would feel super emotionally charged, because there's been an incredibly intense telepathic communication between us, even though we have not spoke on the 3D plane for 6 years. I would feel incredibly emotionally charged, and I would reach out to him I would reach out to him by messaging him, by going on his Facebook page, and I would get my butt kicked really bad because there was never any response. And that it's another paradox, because even though I felt like I was getting my butt kicked, because once again I felt that rejection, absolute silence, rejection, it helped me shed, no, come here. It helped me shed lifetimes of abandonment issues. So trusting my intuition now, so I'm sorry if I'm butchering this. Now, I really don't feel that emotionally charged, but I did get to where if I was feeling that emotionally charged, I was learning, don't react when you're feeling emotionally charged. Do not react. And so that's basically how to not go with any thoughts that are not my intuition, is letting it be, letting those emotions settle. So It's a lot different making these videos than if I was face to face with somebody and they were to ask me that question, then an answer would just flow through from the ancients. Right now, trying to answer that question, making this video, it is a bit obstructed. I'm seeing and feeling from my mind because I've talked so much about this with people about how to trust their intuition and stuff like that. It's a completely different flow than when I'm making these videos. And yes, I know I just repeated myself, but this is very intricate what we're talking about right now. And if you want to know more about how you can trust your intuition, so you stop going down the same roads, trusting the same things that your mind says over and over and over, we would love to talk to you about that. It's absolutely amazing. The people that I've gotten to work with had no clue how to trust their intuition, just like myself. I didn't know how to trust my intuition. I didn't know how to hear it. But that's what we're about, is to help a person do that, because ultimately what that leads to, trusting our own intuition, trusting that we're hearing our guides, is it leads to a quiet mind. It helps shed away all of the useless thoughts that come in and try to bring us down the same predictable roads that used to feel like they brought us comfort. Even if it was miserable, it was a comfortable misery because it was predictable. There's a unpredictableness. There's almost my mind labeled it as emptiness. The not knowing of presence is where serenity lies. And I feel I have really shed most of the feeling that nothing is happening. And now I just feel and see presence as pure, undiluted peace and joy. I also didn't understand when they would say that they felt joy, the Ascended Masters, when they felt joy in presence, because I wasn't feeling anything. There was no thoughts, there was no feeling at all. But lately I've been seeing exactly what they're talking about. Yeah. It's not the type of joy from some event happening. It's a more subtle joy. It brings me to tears sometimes, because never in my whole existence did I think that I would be here. My mind was so crazy for most of my life that I had no idea that this type of peace existed. So, satsongwithmamag@gmail.com. And if you're watching this on Facebook, oh, that's right, you would go right to YouTube. So right to my channel. That's true. Okay. I'm new at all this. Even though I've been making videos for a long time now, I'm just starting to learn that I can create posts on my YouTube channel. I'm a little bit in if somebody was perceiving me as a human being, I would seem like a late bloomer. And that these things are very obvious to know, but I know them as I'm supposed to know them. And now I'm seeing I can create like a community post on my my YouTube channel, and also that I can actually upload these videos to my Facebook page, my Satsang with Mama G page. So thank you so much for your subscribes. I appreciate it really so much. And for your kind comments and any questions you may have about where you feel stuck in your life. We'll see what the ancients have to say about that for you. Love you so much.